been a while since I've done one of these 2 before 40s. I think the last one I did was just about like how it is to be almost 40. One thing I definitely want to talk about a little bit, and I don't call it that all that personal because really it's not even that uh, big issue for me these days. But I definitely want to talk about my former substitute teaching days, and I did not go into college for anything but journalism because I the my biggest goal in life was like to just make writing my job, and that was my biggest ambition. So I started out as a journalism major when I first started college. I switched over it after a semester and just went with full out English major. Ended up getting my bachelor's after 4 years and spent 13 years paying off that debt. So, like, seriously, people, be thankful when those forgivenesses come up. Uh, but I was trying to figure out what was the next step. I needed to get a job and everything like that to pay off stuff. And my mother actually was still working with the school system and said, like, well, they're looking for substitute teachers. Why don't you do that? I did have experience with summer camp counseling, and I had worked with children before, so I said, like, okay, that's interesting. So you had to take a workshop uh, before you got approved. So I think normally that takes like a week maybe or something like that, but they didn't have one scheduled, so I did like the commuter kind of edition of it. So it was pretty much like work through the work packets and everything like that, and watch certain videos and certain rules that you had to apply for. So that started. I started mainly in high school uh, for February of 2006, and that went on until like November of 2014. And within one semester, I added on elementary school. So uh, for those years, I was teaching from kindergarten to senior year, and I have plenty to enjoy about that. I have a lot of great memories about doing that, and I still come up to former students that just say like, "I enjoyed you when you were in my class. You were like the best substitute we ever had," and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. I always remember this one time I was a substitute for second or third grade. I can't remember which one it was, but I had to set up, I think, a quiz or something like that with worksheets and everything like that. Another teacher had taken my class to breakfast, and they would be in there for homeroom and stuff like that. And the minute they came in and saw me behind the desk, like getting the papers of it, I had an immediate split. Like half of the class was going, "Mr. Watkins," and then the others, "Oh God!" And I'm like, that was when I knew I was a teacher because like you get that expression whenever they get from that. The only downside of the whole experience, sadly, was I went 7 years without like benefits of any kind because you can't do that with when you're on substitute teaching, which is why I try to get parapro jobs along the way just to like get more steady things out there, and unfortunately that never happened. And just the nature of the business, it's always going to be experiences that I'll live with that were definitely the best of times and the worst of times, and a lot of mix, and that's just overall life. But it was a blessing for those years just to find out. Like I think I grew up far more teaching kids, sub teaching kids, than I ever did in like high school and college. So like, and I don't even say growing up, the fact that I was just a shy kid up to the fact that I was in my mid 20s, and that was the job that really got me out of that, and definitely got me out of my own shell in a lot of ways. So I will always be thankful for that. And for any of you that are former students, you were all a blessing to me in every way. Thank you.